Hey guys, what's up? Shadowlances back for Shadolances Tactics, believe it or not. Today we are doing Sector 25. I've had this map requested by like 6 or 7 of you guys, and although I had a couple of other maps that were heavily requested as well, I wanted to go ahead and do this one because I felt like doing it for a while, and I never really got around to it. I feel kind of bad about that. So, without any further ado, actually a little bit more further ado, my voice is a bit off today. I know that. I have a little bit of a cold, so I know my voice may sound a little bit nasally today, so I really apologize for that, but the info is still going to be the same either way. So I'm actually going to start up here in the base. There's a lot of different things you need to cover here. This is really important for Clan Wars on Elim Pro. A lot of angles you can cover. If I were you, I would actually not cover through here unless you were able to cover very easily here. It's really hard not to get hit by there. People are always going to see you standing here, so covering here is not a good idea. You want to stand back here behind the desk while having someone else here. If someone can see you here, especially if you're on TeamSpeak, you can easily hear someone firing right next to you. Otherwise, stand right here on this ledge right here. You're out of sight from behind. It's harder to hit you against that wall there, and they're not a lot less likely to see you. And you hit them coming around this box here, or you hit them coming down here. So it's always important to watch this side. Of all three areas I'm going to show you to watch, this is by far the hardest because it has really bad angles. That's just the best way I tend to find it. Whoever's watching the front, don't come stand right here. Don't come stand out in here. That's really stupid. Get behind here. Crouch down and watch for people here, here, and here. You want to be on the right side, not the left side, and here's why. Although you can see the door easily here and there, just between the box. If you have a sniper rifle, you can also hit people there. And if they strafe back and forth, it's much easier to hit them. The best part is, they can't hit you. So, excuse me. There's my voice. I was talking about that. I'm sorry about the guys that blasted your ears out. But anyway, so that's the main area up here that you want to cover. That's the only 2 people that should be in this room. If you have the ideal 4 people on your team, you want one person to crouch right here and watch this hallway to the best of their ability. However, you don't want to leave this door. Reason why is because if someone comes around here, you have at least a few split seconds to move yourself. So right here, you can at least cover that. On this side, you don't always want to camp here. If you have a 5th person, this is where you want them to be. Otherwise, you want your person to be here. This is where your 3rd person should be. So you have a person here watching this way. You have a person here watching this way. And always stay behind here so you can't be hit from here. And only be careful of the stairs here. And then you have your last person here and here. Down right here. Sorry, that took a little while to get down here. You don't want to stay out here as much as possible. Right here is good if you're flanking or if you're base raping, if you're doing one of the two. If you're base raping, here's the general strategy. Get to here or here, depending on which side you're trying to rush. You always want to rush from the side that leaves you open here. This may sound incredibly stupid, but it's the #1 way you want to do it because in elimination matches, right here is the easiest way to hit because you can peek this box. Right here, peek this box, hit the guy there. Accurate assault rifle or sniper rifle makes your life much, much easier. Really good way to do that. On top of that, you have the boxers. You can rush and hit people there and there. Although it's very open for you, it's very open for them as well. That's the one thing about the spawn on this map. It's very, very open, so just keep that in mind. Peeking over this box right here is another great way. It's actually much harder to hit people here than you might think. It's the same on both sides of the map, hitting people all the way across into that hallway. You can see that my bullets are easily making contact with the wall down there. You can see that, so that's a really good place to peek right there. And you can't be hit from the side. Also, you can see people coming from the right, which is really nice. Great spot. Over here is my personal favorite spot to camp in the entire map. Mostly because it's a really good both close quarters and long range. It's basically a battle to see who can peek harder. And while it may sound lame to some of you, I like it a lot. You can peek this box right here, hit through here, and if you have a sniper, you can hit all the way down there through those doors and kill people with, a good, one-shot kill sniper. I would not use a semi on this map. Just general preference. If you have to use a semi, make sure it's an SR-25. Silenced weapons here are your best friend because flanking is a really big thing and turns the tide of the battle very quickly. Need to breathe here for a second. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, done. Okay. Now, really, the #1 way that I would say rushing on this side, if you're rushing down this hallway, you want to go for this box first. This is where you want to check first. If there's people here, it's not going to be your best bet. Try another method that I'll explain on the other side. If you're rushing from this side, you want to get to here. Here's the key point. Mostly because people can be hiding behind here, and if they get the angle just right, they can really get through there, and especially on the other side. These boxes are easy to glitch up on top of and hit people over the top. I'm not going to show you guys that right now because actually I really don't endorse that, but it is doable, and you can also do it on this side as well. So both sides you can do that, and it's really annoying. This box obviously is destructible, but you want to use it to the full extent that you can. I would have an assault rifle out, not a sniper, unless you're a particularly good hardscoper. Assault rifles are the way to go. Now this barrel here is really important to use tactfully. The method I would typically use when the match first starts off, or in an Elim Pro match or a Clan War, light that barrel if you can. Usually 3 to 4 shots of an assault rifle, depending on the power, should do it. And then the 4th or 5th shot should be the explosion. Just know your assault rifle power as well. When they open this, don't even aim at them. Hit the barrel, do a ton of damage, and then retreat and use this method. Normally, if I was doing this in an Elim Pro match, you would do that. Hit that, run back this way, and if you can, if there's no one watching the inside too well, then try to flank around this way. Get out your SMG, rush this area here. You want to jump over this box, be sure to check people here. If you make the jump here instead of coming around the corner, this peak that they have right here where they can hit your head doesn't work so well anymore. Jump up on top of here and shoot down. Shooting down is always better because you have a much higher chance of getting a headshot if you aim well. That being said, if you're on the side shooting this way, use this peak spot to the full advantage you have it. And also this box, it's the same on both sides. I explained this earlier, but it's the same drill. So if you're trying to rush from this side, it's a lot harder because people are going to be peeking that box over there. That's why I said rushing the other side is much better. However, if you can get all the way over there, you're obviously a lot less open, which can be good and bad. So I mean, they're a lot less open, but so are you. Anyway, keep an eye on these doors right here. I'll explain the interior part here very last. Just keep an eye on it. It's just something to keep in mind while you're going. Listen for the doors. Sound whoring is important here. Excuse me, need to breathe again. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe in, breathing. Okay, breathing done. Okay, so now on this side, this is the box I was talking about. You can do it on this side, a little easier than the other side, but it's doable on both sides. You can shoot through here, and it's one of my favorite spots to hard scope with a sniper. Low magnification snipers like the L9 series work really, really well for this, but you can do it with almost any sniper if you are a good enough hard scoper. It's much harder to jump over the boxes this way. In fact, I don't even know if you can, but if you find a way to do that, all power to you. Looks like you can at least stand on this corner here and get up here, but I don't know how smart that's actually going to be. Now this side, peeking is a lot easier actually. Get down here, crouching behind this box, hitting through this little doorway right here. You can light your barrel a lot easier since there's no barrel on this side to start with. Hit that barrel 3 times and then so on and so forth. You have the same idea as on this side. If you're trying to rush this side, like if you're rushing towards that base, you want to use this barrel to your full extent. If you're able to get this door open, wait for it to open, then go through. Don't try to get stuck on the door because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and let the door close so you guys can see. If you try to rush straight into the door, it won't always open the full way. It stopped me there. See that? It stopped me there for a second. And you can also get lag and stuck on it. So here's the way you want to do this. You want to slide around this box as quickly as you can because they can hit you just barely right there. I don't know why they can, but they can. Slide around here. Get to here. Let the door open. I would say wait for a second, then rush it really quickly. Get behind this thing here and make your rushing all the way to here. You want to get to here as fast as possible. And then you can make your shots here, or you can jump and spray. It's actually pretty accurate. Anyway, that's cool. Now, if you're doing the opposite, if you're rushing from this side, and the same goes for the other side, you want to rush and make your way to here. Start from behind this box and run diagonally. It's much harder for them to hit someone who's moving horizontally than vertically. If you're running straight at them, obviously they're a lot easier to hit. And then make your way again to here. Watch this corner here immediately because people are going to be here and people are going to be there. Then work your way up. Throw your grenade over this box. Always throw your grenades over this box if you have grenades. And then once you get closer, throw another grenade over that box, and it should make it all the way over to, well, it didn't stick very well, but it usually goes all the way to about right here, just over where this box would be. So the idea is to first have a grenade land there, then have a grenade land there. That should take care of rushers. You should have an SMG or high-powered assault rifle out right now to take care of people here if there are any. Otherwise, you come to this box, you peek, and you hit people here, 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 and here. Sorry, there were 3 spots. This one, and that one. Once you get closer, once you get up to here, you then open up this area over here. Now, there's 2 things you can do from here. You can do the round robin idea, which is what I normally do, or you can do the flanking and rushing, which a lot of people in Clan Wars typically do, and it's actually a better strategy for Clan Wars. Now, your round robin is basically where you don't even worry about this. You just want to get straight across to here, get into here, and keep an eye on your back flank. Don't even worry about this hallway just yet. Just make sure you're clear from behind, then rush into here. Same strategy that I taught you before, and then make your way back into the central hallway. And from here, I'll explain what to do in a minute, but I want to come back here and explain flanking really fast. Apparently tentacle is the new TeamSpeak word. Anyway, so now if you're trying to go straight to flanking, you want to make your way to here immediately, as fast as you can. Use this box, these couple of boxes, to take out as many people as you can here and here. This is where it gets interesting. Wait here. Work your way to here once you've made yourself little less conspicuous. And then work your way up these stairs. Crouch this and hit anyone in here. Don't go rushing straight here. Specifically rush to the back wall and then across and behind desks and plants. Once you're behind here, every spawn in this base will be facing forward or this way. And I believe like this is one of the highest angles. So if you're in the back left corner, they are not going to see you. So just keep an eye on that. Then you can wait for people to start camping, get free kills, very easy. Make your quick escape through here, and then either go for a second round, going back up through here, camp right here in sound horn, then rush up. Or you can make your escape and leave back the same way here. Now I'm going to explain the senator for the very last bit of this episode, after I breathe again. Breathe, 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 breathe. I'm still breathing. Okay, breathe. Okay, done breathing. Okay, so now this part right here. This is where a lot of specs make their home. If you like hornets, they're going to go right here, and they're going to go right here. This is the only place in the entire game I would even bother putting mines. Don't put them in your base because they're only going to kill you. Trust me, I know. A lot of people flank in this map, and that's how it always works. Mines work best on the inside of these doors here, here, and here. Just make sure they don't stick through the door. Otherwise, put them here, here, and here in a triangle so that they can't jump over them. That's the farthest you can get jumping, and it would still hit that mine, so keep that in mind. Get that? Mine. Anyway, last thing you need to know is if you're trying to camp out this side, don't ever get closer than this box or this box. Never get closer, because then they can hit you, like I showed you at the very beginning of the video, from up there to right there, and they can hit you. So stay well behind these two boxes, or where this box would be. Obviously it gets destroyed at some point during the game, but keep behind this or you're going to get shot. Also, you get the better angle on the peak. If you get too close, you're a little more open. If you stay back a little ways, you can still get that really accurate thing. Those barrels typically get destroyed very quickly, and if you're smart, you'll destroy them right as the game starts. If you're playing Elim Pro or Elim, just always do that, because there's a couple of reasons. And I'm working on getting there. Peeking here for the enemy makes it much, much easier for them. Although you could possibly get the damage from the barrel, it's less likely because they're on a different level and their center of mass is well below this. So that whole peeking thing doesn't work as well as it usually, should. If you're spawning on this side, you're going to have this box here. So you're going to have this, and you can snipe all the way across and get headshots. And you can hit the peekers there occasionally if they're at the right spot. Accurate snipers, TPG series, they all work really well for that, so that works really well. This is a really open battle area. It's really hard to control a lot of things. That's really creepy, actually. There's blood in there. Anyway, I never even noticed that, but keeping in mind that you have to watch your flank. These doors are going to be your worst enemies. You can use them for escapes, but they can also be used to kill you. It really is a Palm Royale here. Complete Battle Royale, however you want to say it. And it's really hard to explain, but you need an SMG and a long-range assault rifle. The Asphal is one of my favorites. Otherwise, sniper rifles or G36, any of those long-range weapons work really well because you need to use them for this far side here. If you're throwing grenades, I don't really have grenades on me now, I kind of used them earlier. You need to chuck them just so they land right in this area here. You want them to land here to give you cover. If you're throwing fire and smoke, this is also where you throw it. And that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. There's not a lot to say about the center area here. It's mostly up to your skills as a close quarters combat player who can also deal with long range at the same time. My ideal setup for this, typically a sniper of some sort that's very, very accurate to take care of peekers if you're planning on camping, and some sort of SMG. PP2000 is my favorite, but preferably something with high power like a UMP works really, really well. P90s also are, amazing for this map as well. However, if you're planning on rushing, a long-range assault rifle and an SMG will serve you best. Other than that, lots of nades is the way to go. Mines if you're looking to play a little bit defensively, especially in this area, so you put mines in here. And recon vest is almost always the way to go here, because tanking at this kind of range is not really going to be a thing anyway, so recon vest or light vest is the way to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry about my voice again and all the breathing I had to do, but breathe. Anyway, see you guys in the next episode. Shadowlances, out.